Hi, I'm Claire Stevenson, and I'm a wellness practitioner with over 25 years of experience. I've been living Ayurveda during my adult years, my pregnancy, and through my perimenopause. Today I'm sharing something very close to my heart, and that is navigating our seasons of change. And I'd love to share with you 3 needle moving practices that have changed my life to reclaim my rhythm, my energy, and my wisdom. So during our perimenopause or menopause, our body is asking for support, not for fixing. And the symptoms that we experience are not a sign of failure. And what are those symptoms? Hormonal chaos, stress and overwhelm, feeling disconnected from myself or yourself, weight gain and inflammation, poor sleep and fatigue. These are signs that our body are asking for nourishment and more rhythm and more rest, not for fixing. So let's shift our perspective. The modern Western view of our peri and menopause is that it's a disease or medical condition. The approach must be to find a cure or to fix it, and our experience may be chaotic and something that we feel we need to survive. And in this case, we often chase remedies, supplements, and quick fixes. Allow me to share my experience. So during my perimenopause, I experienced very high anxiety, so much so that in a crowded or overstimulating environment, I needed to retreat, often to a bathroom stall. I'd sit and place my hands on the wall, and just feeling that space and containment around me, breathing, allowed me then to come back to some sense of grounding. And given I'm a yoga teacher, obviously I would practice some breathing in the bathroom stall. I couldn't continue that for very long because I also had experienced hot flushes, and I'd wake up in the nighttime stripping off all my clothes. I'm sure we can relate to that, as some of us experience these hot flashes. And I also had irregular menstrual cycle. I couldn't tell you when I was going to menstruate, which is extremely frustrating. And in fact, I feel that that was part of my experience as a perimenopausal woman, and the anxiety of having an irregular menstrual cycle. So I did go off to my doctor to discuss all of these symptoms with her, and we did blood tests, and it was confirmed at 46 that I was perimenopausal. And she suggested going off to the gynae, which I did, and the gynae suggested an ablation to remove the thickening of the lining of my uterus, and then to insert a IUD, which of course would then see me through to my menopause. And I sat back with this and I thought about the tools in my toolbox that can assist me in navigating the season change. I know it to be as such. And through the lens of Ayurveda, shifting that perspective, menopause is a natural season change. And our approach is to be navigated with support. Our experience is a transition into our own wisdom. And the action that we take is a simple adjustment in our routines, just like we would adjust our clothing for winter, right? When I saw my doctor 3 months later and I was able to tell her when I could expect a menstrual cycle, she was astounded. And she asked me what I was doing, and I simply said I was living Ayurveda. I'd come back to the knowledge that I had already been living, but was determined to see it through my peri-menopause. My heavy menstrual cycle had subsided. I could tell her when I could anticipate my next menstrual cycle. The hot flushes were gone, brain fog, and in 6 months this was all to be true. Simply living the lifestyle of Ayurveda. So allow me to share with you my 3 top tips, that which has changed my life. Practice 1 was to create a rhythm before you chase remedies. So in Ayurveda, menopause is primarily a vata stage of our lives. What does that mean? The air and the ether element are dominant. And so we are looking to bring and contain all of that air and ether that's darting all over the place. I love this analogy here. Back into balance, into that smooth rhythm, right? And vata is associated with movement, change, and feeling scattered, discombobulated, anxious, overwhelmed. I've had all these experiences. I'm sure you have too. And many women are trying to solve menopause with supplements while their nervous system is actually craving for rhythm. Our daily anchors are as such. Wake up roughly at the same time and set some positive dinacharya or daily regimes into practice. I start with some oil pooling and then tongue scraping. I follow that with a glass of lemon water and Himalayan salt. And eat meals regularly and at predictable times. By 7 p.m., stop eating and allow your body to begin to digest and reset. And by 10 o'clock, be ready for bed. And I'm suggesting that you, at 8 o'clock or 2 hours before bed, you put down your tech and you begin to work on self-care. Journaling, abhyangam, so oiling the body before bed. These are the recommendations to find your daily anchor and rhythms. And before you adding more, create a rhythm around what works for you in your day-to-day life. The second practice is that food is information for our hormones. In Ayurveda, food is medicine. So every meal sends a direct message to your body. And highly processed foods with excess sugar cause chronic inflammation and therefore cause our menstrual or perimenopausal symptoms to be exacerbated. I'm sure we all know what triggers us. And Ayurveda teaches us that food can increase the imbalance if incorrect, or restore our balance if correct food is consumed. Again, add before you subtract. Your next meal is your next opportunity to support your hormones. So this is my hormone nourishment toolkit. Seeds. I absolutely love seeds, and this is one of the seed protocols that I recommend, and the complete seed protocol will be discussed later in my Wise Woman course. But I'm suggesting for now that you introduce a tablespoon of freshly ground and a tablespoon of freshly ground sesame seeds daily, as well as a tablespoon of soaked chia seeds. So we're looking at 3 tablespoons of seeds a day in your overnight oats or in your yogurt and berry bowl in the morning. Look at acquiring a spice dabber or store your spices, introducing warm spices like turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, and a pinch of black pepper into golden milk. I enjoy my golden milk at night with half a cup of almond milk and ghee before bed. And for noting, these spices, turmeric and ginger, have anti-inflammatory properties. And we add them into our nourishing meals, incorporating soups and stews and khichdi into your daily regime or meal routine. And what is khichdi? Khichdi is a rice and mung dal one-pot cooking. I knew it as gruel, and when I was introduced to Ayurveda, I discovered that it's named khichdi. And the third practice is to calm our nervous system. Our menstrual symptoms become louder when our body is running on the stress hormones. And Ayurveda teaches us that healing begins when your body feels safe. This is the nervous system wave, right? Overwhelm and hot flushes, brain fog and irritability are there due to our hormonal imbalance. And what we're looking for is safety and healing. And by calming the nervous system, this becomes a fertile ground for hormonal balance. So signaling the safety in the body, we can do this with a golden thread breathing. Let's signal safety to the body. Inviting you now to become aware of your seat. If you're on a chair, seated on your bed, noticing your spine relaxed, your shoulders moving away from your ears. And I'm inviting you now to take in 3 slow, conscious breaths. And ensure that your exhalation is longer than your inhalation. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, notice a golden thread escaping your nose or your mouth and becoming farther and farther away from you. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, your exhalation and this golden thread becomes noticeably longer and farther away from you. Breathing in one more time. And as you breathe out, notice the immediate shifts in your body. You can also look at other daily anchors, like a short yoga nidra before bed, a warm foot massage with your favorite dosha or sesame oil, or sit 10 minutes quietly with a cup of tea. Just a few minutes each day changes your internal environment. So we're looking for an ecosystem of balance, calm and rhythm through regular sleep, regular self-care, and regulates the nervous system, nourishment through foods that send safe and supportive information to your body rather than depleting information, and hormonal harmony easing the physical symptoms so that you are able to return to your energetic self. These aren't 3 separate tasks. They're a single foundation, a stable rhythm to calm the nervous system and allow the nutritional information from the food that we eat to be absorbed and to create harmony in our bodies. Returning back to self. Menopause may be the season when our hormones change, but it can also be the season when our wisdom finally takes center stage. I'm inviting you to go deeper with my Wise Woman course. It's a 6-week Living Ayurveda wisdom, practical self-care, and a supportive community. In our curriculum, we will be discussing nutrition, sleep, movement, herbs, as well as the spices we've discussed today, your emotional well-being, purpose, and emerging wisdom through daily journaling. Look forward to seeing you on our next video, and thank you for sharing your energy tonight. Namaste.